Hey everyone, I have the fastest weeknight recipe for you today, 15-minute Thai Basil Chicken. This recipe tastes like takeout, but literally takes 15 minutes to make. It's so fast, it's crazy. And you're gonna be surprised that you made this in your own kitchen. So I have a few basic ingredients here, some garlic, I have shallots, I have a chili, and I have Thai basil. So this is from our garden. This is the Thai basil that we grew this year. We have like a purple cinnamon basil, and then this one, I don't even know what variety this is. So this dish is traditionally made with holy basil. It has a more licorice flavor, and it's pretty tough to find it in Asian markets here in the US. You might be able to find it in a Southeast Asian specialty market if you live in a big city or a city that has like a large Southeast Asian population. However, if you want to try it with holy basil, we found like the only way to get holy basil is to grow it ourselves. We didn't happen to grow it this year, so I'm just gonna use Thai basil. If this is gonna be, okay, this is a very controversial statement, but if you don't have access to holy basil or Thai basil, I say make this with whatever basil you have. If you have sweet Italian basil, make it with that, because honestly, it's better than not, I mean, yes, it's not gonna taste quite the same. It absolutely will taste different, but it's still going to taste good, and it is still worth making, and it's still gonna taste good. The point is, the basil just adds that aromatic deliciousness, and even though it's going to be, sweet Italian basil would be very different, it would still taste delicious. So I say, for those of you who can't find Thai basil near you, just make this with whatever basil you can get at your grocery store. At The Walks of Life, we respect traditional ingredients as much as the next person, but sometimes you just have to work with what you have. So let's start the prep. The only things that you need to do anything with, really, are a chili pepper. You could use Thai bird chilies, that would be more traditional. I have these like super hot chili peppers from our garden. It's summer and I wanna use what we have, so I'm gonna use this. Shallots, the recipe calls for 3. This one's kind of, these 3 are kind of small, so I just threw in 4. And then 5 cloves of garlic. I'm just going to peel the shallots.
Sometimes you can find big shallots.
Yeah, like it would be easier to find like large, like banana shallots I really like, because they're just easier to work with. And these are so fresh that the peel is actually they're tough to peel. But yeah, I mean, these shallots were like pulled out of the ground like a month ago, so they're just like super fresh, and when they're really fresh, they can be tougher to peel. So what I do is I just like slice off the ends, and then I make a little like cut so that I can pull the peel off. Yeah, that was actually much easier than the first one. All right, so I'm just gonna thinly slice the shallot. That's all you have to do. And then for the garlic, I'm gonna thinly slice, oh my God, the shallot is like, it's blinding me. My eyes are watering. Okay, so now I'm gonna cut the garlic, and you just peel, and we're also gonna thinly slice that. Okay, so with the garlic, I'll just smash it, peel it, and then we're gonna thinly slice the garlic just like we did with the shallot. Oh my God, this is our garlic too, and it's like, when you don't realize this when you buy these things from the grocery store, because this is garlic that we grew, but like when it's really fresh, it's actually tougher to peel because the skin is so like tight on the cloves. Anyway, so this is how you want to slice your garlic and shallot. Okay, finished. Now to the pepper. I'm just gonna slice it. You know what? I'm just gonna go like this. You can de-seed this if you want, if you like, you know, kind of want to pare back the intensity of the heat. I guess I will do that because this thing is hot. I think it is. The shallots are just like murdering my eyes right now. Hey, it burns. Okay, I need onion goggles. I need our Thanksgiving onion goggles. If you guys don't have Thanksgiving onion goggles, go get a pair of swim goggles and deem them your Thanksgiving onion goggles because you don't have to buy a new thing. Just use an old pair of swim goggles.
Bonus points for snorkel goggles.
But then you can't breathe through your nose, so that's like, eh. Okay, there's our chili. I'll just pick the leaves off of the basil. I like these big leaves. We could also use, I mean, we could use a mix, right? These have gone to seed, so they're like kind of on the older side. Or they flowered, rather. Sorry, now the pepper is killing me. Oh my God. Okay, so the goal is, like, you're actually gonna use more basil than you probably think you need. I call for something really inexact in the recipe, like a bunch. And I guess in theory you could put too much, but like honestly, you really can't have too much Thai basil in this dish. Like the Thai basil is more than a garnish in this dish. It's more of like kind of a vegetable. It's a big part of it. So I'm just gonna have like, I don't know, like that's like a packed cup, maybe 2 cups. It depends on how much Thai basil you can get your hands on. If you're growing it and you have like an unlimited supply, that's awesome. Like just put in a lot. It's also like your own taste, right? If you like if you really like the Thai basil flavor, add more. But Thai basil is used sort of like, not so much as like a garnish or like a finishing. I mean, it goes in at the end, but it's almost like a vegetable that gets added to the dish. So I'm gonna use a little bit of both kinds that I have here. Okay, and then once I have all these leaves, I will wash them. So I'm just gonna put them in a bowl of water and rinse them. Wash your produce, everyone. I mean, we grew this, but there are probably bugs in here. You wanna rinse those. So I just use like quite a bit. I mean, quite a bit. There you go, for 1 pound of chicken. So let's have a quick word on the chicken here. I'm using ground chicken from the store. If you can find dark meat ground chicken, that would be best. If you have that like 99% lean stuff, you can use that, but you're gonna end up with a drier result. So if you can't find dark meat ground chicken, what you can do is you can buy boneless, skinless chicken thighs, and then you can use my mom's how to grind meat without a grinder in minute technique, which we have a video for, and we will link down below. You can use that method to pretty easily hand chop your own ground chicken. And actually, that method is great because you know exactly the cut of chicken that you used. And also the boneless, skinless chicken thighs tend to be cheaper than buying ground chicken. So it's also a money saver. So I'm gonna wash this Thai basil and then let's get cooking. Okay, here we go. Super fast. The heat is on. I'm gonna add oil. Once it starts to smoke, which should be any second now, I'll wait. All right, there we go. Smoking, and now we're gonna add the oil. About 3 tablespoons. You want like a good amount of oil because you want to be able to crisp up the chicken. Okay, so we're gonna add the shallots and the peppers and garlic. Spatula. Spatula me! Turn on the fan. All right, so I'm just gonna fry this for a minute. You might wanna fry it for 2 minutes if your stove isn't quite as intense as this one. Most aren't. We have this Insano wok burner. Okay, so while this fries, I just open the chicken and I'm gonna add it in. And immediately start breaking it up. if you're wondering if you could do this without a wok, if you could do it in a regular frying pan, you definitely can. Just make sure that you're using a pan that can get pretty hot. You want to use like a stainless steel, carbon steel, or cast iron pan so that you can really heat it. So another thing that I wanted to mention was that preheating step of waiting for the wok to start smoking is really key, because if you don't do that before you add the oil, all this chicken right now would be sticking. But the preheating of the wok and then adding the oil is what creates that non-stick cooking surface. So I'm just gonna sort of leave it alone and let it crisp up, because the chicken really cooled down the pan. So while that's cooking, I'm gonna get ready to add all of the seasoning ingredients. We have some sugar, soy sauce, and fish sauce, as well as some chicken broth. So the sugar, I need 2 teaspoons. 1, 2. I'm gonna need 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. You could use whatever soy sauce you have on hand. I'm using Thai thin soy sauce. This is a Thai dish, so I'm going to use that. As you can see, this bottle is not designed for measuring. It is designed for just dumping it in. I'm just gonna measure off camera because it's so hot.
Fine.
Okay, I have to stir. So I'm just gonna keep breaking this up into smaller pieces. You want it to be like really like crumbly. Add a little bit more soy sauce. Okay, and then we're gonna add the fish sauce, 1 tablespoon. You wanna cook all of this liquid off. We are gonna add the chicken broth now. And now that we've added that liquid, which is going to help sort of cook the chicken and make it nice and tender, we do want to sort of keep the heat at the highest level and make sure that that water is cooking off. All right. So let's sort of keep stir frying, keep cooking off that liquid, keep breaking up the chicken. I don't think this was dark meat chicken. I think this was chicken breast, but yeah, it's a little light. All right, so I'm gonna add the Thai basil. Okay, so now I'm just gonna stir in the Thai basil and cook it until it's wilted in. Add a drizzle of oil. The way that we had the wok angled for the camera actually created like a hot spot here, which created a lot of burning. So I'm gonna keep everything over here. So I don't want that burnt stuff to get into the dish. Hazards of filming while cooking. All right, everybody, this is done. You can pull it out now. It's ready to serve. And that's easy Thai basil chicken. It just takes 15 minutes. Okay, Here's our coconut rice. I'll be honest with you, it doesn't look that different from regular rice, but if you guys could smell it, it's so fragrant and coconutty. This is super exciting. I'm actually really excited to eat this. It smells really good. The coconut rice complements this so well. So there we have it. Thai basil chicken, coconut rice, and you can see that these go really well together. All right, let's try some. I don't know what you're talking about. This is so good. My sister was criticizing this recipe because she made it recently, and maybe it didn't turn out right. I think you didn't measure. It's really good.
Ground turkey is not.
Maybe ground turkey is not your friend in that scenario. Maybe it's drier. I don't know. But was it 99% lean ground turkey?
I don't know.
It's really good, guys. It's super delicious. So good. Mmm.